Hello everybody, welcome to a special surprise. And when I mean special, I do mean literally special, because we have got a bunch of, well, let's put it this way, questionable talent casting tonight and some questionable talent playing tonight. It was only a few weeks ago I was casting the low or open grand finals. I thought my casting career couldn't get any lower, but it has. Because here I am, joined tonight by Hiipfire and Alba.
Hello.
Hello.
Obviously, we are the rejects, the ones that were not selected to take part in this this game. Hiipfire, are you going to LAN?
Yes.
Alba, you're going to LAN, but you're playing, aren't
Yes.
you? Right, so me and Hiipfire were the rejects tonight. We don't count as staff to be able to play in this game. I like to think it's because no matter team I was playing on, the team that I was on would probably win, unless I was on the same team as Gem, and then we'd probably lose because Gem's on it.
Actually, I'm playing at i61 as well, so I'm not.
So
I'm.
Oh
so you're
my
the only
God.
reject.
I'm the reject. Wow, what? My career really has
What
hit
a
a low
twist,
point.
Man. What a turn of events.
What happened?
I don't know.
Won that poll and
I
it's
won
all
the
gone
poll,
downhill.
and then I played in high as a soldier, and then I had to cast the low finals, and then that was it. Everything just went downhill.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. Oh well. In today's games, we've got the staff lists. Basically, those that were not good enough to find teams at i61 are going to be playing tonight against each other. It's going to be a spectacular array of video gamers, and that is the nicest way that I could put it.
High quality TF2.
That is very much so a lie. The quality will be the lowest that you've ever seen, but we're here for the fun, apparently. And we're also here to make sure that Essentials.TF gets the exposure that it's needed to make sure that we have a successful LAN. But yeah, in all seriousness, if it wasn't for Essentials.TF, there probably wouldn't be any cast or anything like that happening at LAN, because TFTV pussied out. So,
Yes.
for those that aren't aware, the maps are going to be voted by you, as I point to my screen, the viewer. So I believe if you type !maps in chat, there is a straw poll to vote for the first map to be played. Currently leading is Fright, which is just what we want to see, because you know, some say that the reason why that map was pulled out was because they were incredibly stalematey and awful. However, people seem to be blinded. Yeah, people have been blinded into the false excitement that the trains could possibly provide. However, we do have questionable skill levels and Gem, so, you know, anything can happen when you include the element of not just other players, but inanimate objects flying towards you.
I think it would be very interesting to see trains.
Yeah, I'm quite excited, but also very... Well, I can't get excited, so I'm lying again. I'm vaguely interested to find out what would happen on Fright, just because back in the day it was in the map pool, and it was quite an exciting map to play, mainly if you were in Div 6 or Div 5, because you didn't know how to play TF2 and every single map's interesting, and it would just be a case of you'd be pushing last, train, your team gets wiped, it's over. So hopefully that's the action that we are going to be seeing. I'm hoping anyway. To sort of give everybody a bit of a rundown of the video gamers, we've got Team Turbo Dad, which consists of Turbo Dabs, spoilers, and Dan on Soldiers. I don't know why I started with them. I think it's the segue between the team name and the player. We also have... is it, how do you pronounce his name? Wyatt Hooved. Nailed it. As medic.
Vitoft.
He's gonna... What is his role at LAN?
He's doing per chat watcher, I think.
Yeah, probably production, but chat watcher. We have News, who's going to be caster at LAN. He's playing Downman. We've got Turbo Tabs, is also casting as well, but is subbing in for Wolf Machina, because he couldn't make it today. We have Dan, who is developer for Essentials.TF, also playing Soldier. We have possibly one of my favourite names in a while, Telly Potato, who's the SFM artist for Essentials, and Aoshi, who is going to be an admin at i61 as well. If somebody wants to go through the other team whilst I have a drink.
All right. The second team is Team Turtleneck Tacticians, which consists of Kermit, who's doing audio at i61 and playing Scout in this game. And we have Shamu, who will do some photography at i61, also on the Scout role. Then we have Jem, who's an observer, who will play Soldier, together with Beater, who will do casting at i61. And then on Demo Man, we have Ro, who will also be a caster at i61. And then on Medic, it's Henny, who will be tournament admin.
We should have really, well, where's he going to be a tournament admin though?
At i61.
Oh, well, you should have said DreamHack. That would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I would have gone for that angle, to be honest. But anyway, we're waiting for the teams to, I guess, find their ready up buttons, although I'm guessing we're waiting for the map results. At the moment, Turbine is leading with 13 votes. So it looks like we're going to go for a fat Turbine match. Instead,
I'm excited.
Which also fills me with vague interest, because that could also go either really well or really badly. I don't know what the rule sets are. I don't know if it's going to be standard unlocks or throwing out all the gimmicks, or if we're going to just, I don't know, have completely vanilla like they did in 2009. But I guess we'll find out as the map is going to be swapped to the one they're meant to be playing.
I think there will be some special whitelist. So I think the Sandman will be allowed, for instance, and the Quick Fix. So it could be interesting to see how they can abuse these usually banned unlocks.
So they really did not want anybody to have fun this evening, which is going to be fantastic to see, as we'll eventually see after the first map, everybody just descends into insanity. And I'd imagine,
could be fun.
Yeah, that could be. I predict everybody would just get lost in Spectator and refuse to join any map. It looks like this is Pro Turbine as well. Oh. This is even a treat. This is a treatier treat for those that weren't even around or even born when Turbine was played in ETF2L. There was a second resurgence when the people demanded we need more Turbine, and their prayers were answered with Pro Turbine. This is even more of a different version than I've seen before, because the vent room is absolutely massive. My goodness, this is really, really large. It's turned from just vents to a huge corridor. Yeah, that's right, guys. And Hiipfire.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the vents right now. They're really wide.
Exactly, that's the kind of caster interaction that I've been wanting. I know it's hard for you guys to match up with the level of excitement that I provide.
I will do my best.
But you're just gonna have to try, yeah. Also, by the health packs on I can't remember what we called it now. Near the capture point. No, not the capture point. Near the intel. You have the little ramp and the health pack, and then you have the long winding corridor that takes you to mid. This literally made no difference to this map. It was still as awful to play as the original.
I'm looking around for ammo, and I can only really find ammo in the weird corners.
There's ammo on the corners of mid. As far as I know, there only used to be a small ammo kit, which was none at all. I think it wasn't any at all, if I remember, which was one of the reasons why nobody wanted to play them up, because there was no way to really hold and contest middle. But then they added these big ammo kits, which just made it easier for you to get a sentry and park it on mid. So
make it extra interesting.
Yeah, we basically turned what was a difficult mid to hold to one that could never be broken. Although actually, I don't know. Maybe the actually, no, this change isn't really fixed the main problem that was with this map, which was pushing out from top. But never mind. We've maybe I've dabbled into the history of Turbine a little bit too much. I could be a map historian of TF2. I might actually make a YouTube channel for this because I'm sure there's a market out there within the 13-year-olds who've always wanted to know what happened to their favourite map back in the day. Hiipfire, you're 13. Would you be interested?
I would be very interested, yes.
There you go. So, I don't know if the votes and the way that it's done is all going to be set in stone, but if it is the case, then I'd imagine Fright would be the next map after this. Is it a best of 3, a best of 5, or a best of 7?
I would assume it's a best of 3.
Okay. I hope they do first to 21 maps, that is. And I also would like to know what the map oh no, what is it? The rule set is for this, because there's multiple different rule sets. That was the other problem with Turbine, is that nobody could decide on what rules to have. Whether or not they wanted it first to 3, first to 5, win difference 5, win limit 5. There was even
time limit?
Yeah, there was time limits as well. Though I think I can't remember, it was a while ago. I'm pretty sure there was a case of it being the round limits were, I think it were 5-minute rounds. Yeah, 3 5-minute rounds. So it was a best of 3 pretty much on this, but I don't know if that's the angle that they're going to go for. This might have been one of those things where I'd imagine that they're discussing this now, because if it's anything like most of these sort of show events and which involve adding different maps into the map pool, people completely forget the rule sets. So who knows? We might even be running, might just be running a 5 CP rule set on this, which means that we'll be stuck into the eternal hell and fires of CTF Turbine.
I think it will be interesting. I think the unlocks will prevail and make this a very interesting game.
I just want to see somebody using the what is it? The broom taunt, where you just sort of float around on a broomstick. That is my favourite taunt.
I heard a rumor that conga is allowed in this game. So you might even see a conga line.
That's brilliant. That is just what we want to see. Everybody's tuned in tonight not to see quality TF2 or actual TF2 being played. They came to watch people press their taunt binds. That's what I'm here for.
Yes. It will indeed be amazing.
Yeah. It's not like I stopped playing Path of Exile to cast this, you know? So, never mind. Who cares about our precious time, eh? Hiipfire?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can tell Hiipfire wants to be here.
I'm here. Hello.
There we go.
I'm just fascinated by all the fantastic insight you two are bringing into this here cast. So, you know.
What can I say? I'm a historian of TF2 maps that no longer represent the ETF12 map pool.
I think Turbine was played in season 18.
Yeah, I think it was 17, 18-ish that was played. That was when they had the wacky, well, the more different rule set of like best of 3s, 5-minute rounds or whatever. It's oh god, this is, from remembering it was giga aids. It was literally a case of you send one scout to go and get the capture, and I'm gonna capture the intel, and then everybody else would just fight, and then at the end of it, that'd be it.
Yeah, it looks like we're back on a version where the vent is actually a vent, so we got that going for us.
That looks better. Yeah, I don't know if the other one would be good. It just looked weird. I mean, you had a vent door, or you'd have like a hole that looked like, oh, I'm going to be entering into a vent. Nope, I have entered into a grand cathedral hall.
Yeah.
So it was a bit jarring. That's the most important thing in this. You need to make sure that Everything's realistic in this game, and that's the way I want it. There was even a point, this is going back a while now, there was a time on CTF Turbine when it was the regular map, not these fancy Turbine professional versions, when I believe there was just a 30-minute time limit and no win limit, which means, well, yeah, you could put it together. If you were being pounded by another team, you would be pounded for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It would be no end. You couldn't get out. I mean, you could just disconnect and that's it. I don't know if anybody did that, but
I think if you would
stuck.
get rolled, you would probably just... Yeah, probably just
Maybe.
disconnect.
But GGing out never used to be... It has never been a thing in TF2, so I'd imagine that the other team would just be gentlemen. And if it was the first map, they'd have to sit there anyway. So they would just sit there, just, being relentlessly pounded over and over again, just watching your intelligence. And I can't remember.
There could be hope. Like when they're down like 20-0 with like 15 minutes left, they could turn the tables and
yeah, they could. That's
bring it
plenty
back.
of time. Although, as far as I remember, that never happened. I remember a few games where a team would just sort of park the bus, and they would just cap it, and then they would just have someone just standing next to the final cap, and that's it. Like, they wouldn't actually cap it; they would just sit there. I don't know why they did that. I think it was just to assert dominance or be dicks. Probably a bit of both.
That's how win limits came to be.
I'm actually trying to find some matches that were done on Turbine, but I've just heard a ready up. But just for my own sense of nostalgia, I'm just relentlessly trying to go through all the old teams to find a CTF Turbine match.
I think season 18, when I played in Saints, we played Turbine, so you could look for that.
No, I went even earlier, ones with like the massive score differentials between them, where it's like, 20-2.
Yeah, we probably just ended up getting rolled and losing before the time was over.
Yeah, that was the day when rule sets made sense.
Yeah.
But now, back in the archaic days of Team Fortress 2, where people played video games on CRT monitors and by candlelight, we don't have such fancy things. Really, really neat. I'm spending too much effort on this, I can tell, but I'll be damned if I do not find... Oh, I found one!
I want to hear the score.
Oh, 4-2.
That's not very...
No.
I'm a bit disappointed there.
Yeah, so am I.
You build it up to Turbine hype, and now it's only a 4-2.
It's got to be another one. I can't believe that was like, a whole... Yeah, go on, everyone, ignore what we're doing right now. Casting don't matter.
What I want
Yes.
to bring out as well is
I'm your
the spawn
statistician
doors.
here. I'm your historian in the background, the researcher.
You weren't even born when this took place. Oh, they've readied up. What a disaster. It's over. The history lesson is now out. The video gaming session has now started as we find what could be the possibly... Oh, news. He goes for the classic Derriban strat. He goes straight into the spawn camp on the right side, but unfortunately gets taken out by Gem. So hopefully Gem's going to be able to frag and actually hit the rockets, unlike the frags that he misses when he observes.
Oh, we have Aoshi picking up the intelligence right here.
Yeah, we've got Shamu, who's on Spy, going for the classic intel grab as a spy. Does he have it? Oh no, he dropped it. Oh, spicy tactics. That would be quite interesting to see if anybody here does have a drop intelligence bind. I certainly don't.
I used to somewhere.
Maybe if any of these people dabbled in b-ball once upon a time, they probably would, but I just do it when it's needed. We've got the... wait, it's 1-1. I don't have any announcer sounds.
Yeah, they're not really working for me either.
Alright.
We will assume that the spy delivered the intel to his side. And
No, he dropped it for Gem, I think. Yeah, he did. Because I just saw him. And now he's got it again, so... Oh, he's dropped it again. Oh, so he's like the errand boy. He's just gonna be grabbing the intel, dropping it. Kermit's got it now. He's just scurrying away. My HUD is really bad for this. I should have really... Well, actually, it's not my fault. You know whose fault it is? It's the viewers at home who voted for this ship map. Disgusting.
Well, I did see in the Twitch chat how you hyped this map up and asked people to vote for it.
That's a lie. I was hacked. My Twitch account was compromised briefly. And
we see Henny actually arrowing news.
There, a rapscallion voted for a map that I did not want to watch. Yeah, Henny's running crits as well. He's on 30%. Actually, he's quick fix on Wyatt Hovd Whitelist.TF. Running the quick fix, so brilliant. Nobody here learnt the lesson from that ESEA season.
Kermit is capping it up now.
Yeah, looks like we needed a lesson from that. It's 2-all. I believe it's going to be... Maybe it's the first of 3 or first of 5. There's 10... It's a 10-minute limits. 10-minute time limit. So I guess it's... Is it first of 5 or first of 3? I can't remember. It's going to be first of something. 5. How do you know?
Because I was looking around at the old configs.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Yeah. Doing my research.
That's what Hiipfire's here for. He wasn't here to cast, he was just here to provide. He's going to be the like a producer in our ear, just feeding us information on the fly, except you guys can actually hear him. We've got Teleportato, who's flying around on mid, taking a 1v1 against Gem, who's showing the fact that he can play TF2 to at least a low level.
He can rocket jump.
Yeah, but
he got that going for him.
He uses a script. You know, it doesn't really count.
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
And it looks like the red team is going to be pushing out from top. This is one of the reasons why you don't do it, because it is a meat grinder, as everybody pretty much gets taken out. It's just 3 remaining players.
Gem jumped in and that did so much damage there.
Yeah, it's Turbo Dads looking like they're turbo dead, as it's just Teleportato and Turbo Dabs remaining. Teleportato, I don't want to know how much health Gem had, but he got killed by a player that had 30 HP.
I think he was pretty low as well.
I'd be pretty embarrassed if I was Gem. Although, to be honest, I'd be embarrassed every day if I was Gem. Never mind. So, the continuation of this high quality TF2, we have Rao, who was on, or Ro, who's on 150 ping. He hit a pipe, so that is a feat worth mentioning, as I can only do it under the most perfect of circumstances. If I don't have 10 ping to the server, we have to swap. There's going to be... Is it normal Uber from Henny? Yep, Henny's finally got the regular Uber. There's 5% quick fix from Wyatt Hooved. Their Uber does get popped. B2 is running the black box, and I believe he's possibly using some sort of backpack. Yeah, he's got the battalion. No, he's got the conch. So he's running the conch as well. News is going to go for a sick flank with Wheat. He's going to be going with him. He does use the quick fix to launch himself up in the air. News does get a pipe on road to take him out. So that is the... I can't see where the intelligence is because of this stupid HUD. But I can see... Peter has the intel.
Yes. He is going towards his own intelligence here. To make it 3-2.
Where's the other one? Oh, there's his back at the base. I don't know if it's touch to return or if it's done on a timer.
I think it's a timer.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure it was touch to return at some point. Again, this might have been going back to some of the incredibly prehistoric days of Team Fortress 2, when I was just a young whippersnapper.
Probably before I was born.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Hiipfire wouldn't have been even What's it called? Conceived.
Nope.
Planned, maybe.
Yeah, maybe planned at some point, although I was never planned at any point. Anyway, again, he's going to be sitting up top. He's on a very low amount of health. He goes in for the memes boom, and the memes boom doesn't play off. It was Rowe also went in to try and dive into the medic, and he gets taken out as well. So it's going to be it's
Quick fix push coming in here from Turbodads into the blue intel area.
the turtleneck tactic. Possibly, this is normally what happens when you've just given up your intel room.
Ooh, they're going behind here with a quick fix.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
been
intelligence. Yeah, it's outside the spawn. I never saw this because of the HUD. But we've got Kermit the Frog, who's going to be sitting on the intel. He's going to be looking to get some sick frags for Natasha. He says, no one's going to have fun on my watch because I'm going to play heavy. I'm going to use the Natasha. I'm going to be doubling the lack of fun. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my head, I know what I mean. It's a 1v1 scout, and it's Shamu. Is Shamu a whale?
I do not know.
I think Shamu is a whale.
He's destroying right now, though, as he takes down Dan as well.
Yeah, Shamu is a whale. It was a captive killer whale which appeared at SeaWorld in the 1960s. She was the 4th orca whale ever captured and the 2nd female.
Nice Wikipedia.
Yeah, well, I had to find out, you know.
Yeah.
Oof, News kills Shamu there with the quickie bombs to deny the intelligence.
She was captured in October 1965 and died in August 1971. About 6 years in captivity. That's sad.
But I guess
R.I.P.
that's just a
Shamu.
conspiracy theory, since Shamu is here playing.
Oh my goodness. Shamu died and reanimated as a Team Fortress 2 player. Who would have guessed? Shamu did. It was all a part of her plan.
Ooh, Jem is running away with the intelligence here up top. It's going towards the intel area.
Beta is running the Liberty launcher.
He might die from fall damage here, actually. If Jem jumps down, he might die.
Oh, meme spoon. No, he does. Yeah, he does. Unfortunately, sort of going. Could he not have just gone into the vents? He might have been stickied off.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm assuming that's why. Although actually it's Gem, so I assume that he could have just walked out of the vents. But
It could have asked for an arrow as well from Henny.
yeah, I guess you could say he never observed the vents because he's an observer. We've got Gem now. He's playing Spy as the turtleneck tactics seem to be well and truly. I don't know what they're doing right now. I guess maybe they're kind of forced into the spawn as Turbo Dads are the ones that are trying to go onto the offensive. There's only 53 seconds in the round. Now it is more than possible to get 2 captures in that time.
Ooh, we have Turbotabs lurking in the vents here.
What is he going to do in the vents?
I would assume he's gonna try to make something happen here with only 30 seconds on the clock.
Maybe, but from what Turbo Tabs has said, he doesn't. He drops.
And he drops the Uber.
Oh my goodness! He dropped from someone that doesn't have a log registered on his logs.tf profile in 2017, and something he didn't mention either. Turbo Tabs has played so little TF2, he doesn't even have a logs registered in. Well, he has 1 log registered in 2016. And that was from DreamHack, where he murked for, I think, the Norwegians as demo man. So that is the level, or the lack of practice that Turbo Tabs has had, and he dropped someone. So that's a feat.
Yeah.
Beta asked if he can play another map now, and I'm going to have to respond to that question with, yes please. However, I'm not the one that decides because I don't have Archon to the server. John does though. Now we'll change it right now, won't you? He says yes. Oh, there's a second map vote. So we weren't going to go by the first vote, which put Fright as the winner. We're going to ignore that and ask for a recount, which is a disgusting
I think Fright will win
takeaway
now.
of my democracy. Yeah, probably.
If
any-
people get
could be
nailed by the
interesting.
trains.
Yeah, the trains are needed to really ramp up the excitement here. Gravel Pit would be nice just for nostalgia's sake. However, I can pretty much tell that no one here would know how to play Gravel Pit.
I think I played Gravel Pit and Freight in my Division 6 season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played both in Div 6 through to whatever. I miss Gravel Pit. It was really fun. It was probably one of the more... I liked it because it was quite tactical. Because you'd have, you just have set points that you have to attack or defend in turns. So you could come up with your own little strategies as a team to try and, win the rounds. I believe a few NA teams might have been classic mix-up. They had a very famous hold on Gravel Pit where they defended both A and B on Gravel Pit, and it's normally common to let one of the capture points go on Gravel Pit. You normally let A go if you're defending and just put all your defense on B. So again, a little bit more history. We have turbine logs. I'm going to open them quickly and then close it because not only that, but because John also linked the wrong ones.
I'm trying to figure out what log this is.
Yeah, I think it's just some shitty Highlander thing knowing John, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I have a block on my...
John sent the actual logs now.
Yeah. The actual logs are just as unimpressive as the first ones, with one team winning, the other one losing, and all the viewers at home and everybody here also loses as well.
I think we need to point out that Henny had 5 deaths, meanwhile Vietooth had 10. So I guess Henny had better protection.
Yeah, I would imagine that is would be quite, vindictive of these teams. It looks like Turbo Dads need a turbo player. That'd be me. But never mind. I got a shout out.
I also want to point out that Vietooth had 2 quick fix charges used. Meanwhile, Henny had 2 medigun and 2 crits.
Yeah, quick fix building quicker than the normal medigun, hence why it's called the quick fix, I believe.
Yes.
So making our way onto Fright. This map's changed as well, but I won't bore everybody. Actually, no, you know what? I will bore everybody with the details.
Are we
Listen
ready for
up,
this?
children. I hope you're all ready in your pajamas with your cup of warm milk as we go down history lane on TF2 maps. Today we're going to be looking at CP Fright. Now the first thing to mention on Fright is pretty much the last point, which has undergone a plethora of changes. One of the earlier versions of Fright used to have a corridor or a large bridge that used to go from roughly where the sand starts or the gravel starts by the second train track, and we go top right all the way to the end of the last point, giving the attackers a nice little bridge to walk down. And it used to have a little sniper's nest as well. This was subsequently changed in future versions because the TF2 team actually cared about TF2 then, and they determined that this feature was shit. Following from that, I can't remember any more changes because who cares? It's Fright. No one does.
Yeah. I think what makes Fright interesting is that it has 2 components that pretty much no other competitive maps have. It's water and trains.
Gullywash used to have water.
Yeah, but it was removed.
Yeah, I miss that. Snake Water has water, but not in the map.
Yeah.
Actually,
water causes weird stuff in the source engine.
Nah, water's fine. I think there should be more maps of water, to be honest. Although that would supremely nerf my pyro prowess in game, I will admit. But just being able to do those the sick water bug rocket jumps where you can just rocket jump and literally launch a mile away.
Let's make a map where last is underwater. So you have to be underwater to capture.
We just need to make a water themed map. Just everything is underwater, and there's health packs everywhere to stop you from drowning. And all it is just people swimming very, very slowly. It'll be the worst map ever made, but you know, we can say that we tried. There is that you can do a fat jump on this map as well. I believe Henny is pointing it out, or Gem's pointing it out to someone, where there's a little pipe. It's like the jump on well. That's a classic as well. Where you can do a rocket jump in the water on one of the pipes, and you can go super giga ultra far.
That's what water in the Source engine. I don't know what it does, but it makes you fly very far.
I think it's got something to do with like the velocity changes, because obviously if you fall from the sky and you land in like a very, very small amount of water, you take no damage. And so I think it's just how it works out on the velocity. When you actually start a rocket jump, it kind of bugs out and propels you further than it actually meant to. I'm trying to make sense to make it seem like I'm smart and I know about the Source engine when I actually don't. I'm talking up my arse. I believe the right side on second of this map's also changed as well. Yeah, it has. Because there used to be a more... Well, I can't be asked. I can't be... Trying to explain and describe the map using nothing but my voice is a frustrating thing for me.
Yeah, I haven't played this map since a very long time ago, 2011 maybe. I don't remember much from this map.
This will just takes me down memory lane too much, you know. I remember the times when you'd run heavy to this mid permanently in a sniper, or you would just be trying to cap mid. You'd start an aggressive play, and then you forget about the trains. We've got a demo night here as well. This will be bloody interesting. I'd expect this person to get run over by many trains, although I believe it's because Row or Row, or actually there's only two ways you can pronounce it, is being incredibly laggy.
I think we should do some predictions for how many times Henny will be driven over by a train.
We should do just in general, like how many train deaths there will be in total. So if we're assuming a 30-minute game, well, it's going to be standard CP rules now. I think it should just be have everybody on the server.
I think at some point there will be someone, some of the teams that will just all run in front of the train.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a high number. I'm putting 16 deaths.
16. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We should do extra bonus as well for drops. But do we want to count quick fix drops?
That's a +2, right? Yeah.
I don't know if we want to count quick fix drops.
All drops count.
All drops. Okay. Hold on. I've got a whiteboard. All right. Let me write down. How many Uber drops then do you predict?
I predict 2 Uber drops.
So 16 deaths in total with 2 Uber drops.
Yes. Looks like we're actually going live here on Freight. So let's see if someone gets run over by a train on the roll-up.
I'm going to guess 5 Uber drops and 12 deaths.
Interesting. Let's see, Row is walking here to mid.
Hiipfire.
I think that the train is going to be top fragging at the end of the game. That's my prediction.
Yeah, but you have to guess the kills.
I'll go for 26.
26.
Yes.
How many drops?
4. And they're all from Henny.
We see the turbo that's being absolutely wrecked on this middle. It's only Ayoshi alive. No train deaths so far.
Yeah, that's not looking good for anyone at the moment. I've got a piece of paper so I can write this down. I've written on the on my whiteboard, which I bought on the recommendation of Turbo Dads, who recommended getting a whiteboard, and I was like, you know what, that's a fantastic idea. I'll get a whiteboard. I hear a train.
Well, let's see the Uber
ding, ding, coming. Ding, 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 motherfuckers. There's no death at the moment, but there is an Uber pop by the blue team. They're going to be, the turtlenecks are going to be capturing this last point with Ayoshi, the last man remaining, and he isn't good enough to kill 5 players by himself. So, round number 1, 0 train deaths.
I'm a bit disappointed about that. I was
Yeah, so am
expecting more deaths to trains. If we
Especially
can-
when there was that last push, I was expecting there to be a lot of collateral damage, but it was on the defender's side. If it was on the attacker's side, I think somebody would have died.
Most definitely. Let's see here, the second middle. No trains coming yet. I think they have some set delay before they come. Hopefully they can fight long enough for the trains to arrive.
Yeah, this is a point. You can tell that this is some high quality gaming where we wish for the people that are watching to die by trains more than each other. Oh my goodness, he's done it. Rao's gone for the meme sword. He's using a shield and he's used the stairs to launch himself forward. He's gonna be getting onto. Oh wow. Yeah, Wheat does get a couple of slices, able to get crits, but there was oh wow. This might end quicker than anybody could have thought, but we all wish for. As Roll gets 2 sick frags with his sword. He's doing his best pirate impression. It's probably because there's a body of water. We have a sniper from Shamu who takes down News. Row, he goes in with the sword, he gets a good chop onto Dan, who then gets followed up and taken out by Gem, who also picks up Aoshi. So there's just 2 gamers left remaining. It's Teleportato and Wheats who is left alive. There is still Henny, who's still building Quick Fix, I believe. Yeah, he's on 90%, so he's going to have Quick Fix to last.
His soldier
I
actually
hear a
denied him from
train.
going in.
Choo choo, there is a train that has
Choo.
arrived. People are on the tracks.
Oh, who's killed
Unfortunately.
Kermit? He was
Yeah,
gonna be run over.
Yeah, that was upsetting. The train was arriving. It was arriving towards the station, and unfortunately, there was someone on the tracks, but he died to somebody else's hand. He spoilt it, he ruined it. The good thing, though, with these trains is that they travel throughout the whole map. Road decides to end his life. Shamu is remaining on Sniper. He's gonna possibly vindicate the death of his previous self in SeaWorld, I believe, which was in Orlando. No, San Diego. Oh, god damn it. I need to brush up on my SeaWorld history. News takes out
Definitely.
Gem. So that's a 2-player advantage right now, as we're going to be having Turbo Dabs. Oh, this is annoying. Pushing onto the second. Gearing up for maybe the mid push. They're on 100% to what Ubercharge?
Ooh, Kermit gets
It's
the backstab on
Quick
turbo
Fix.
tabs.
Yep. So that is a pick, and the worrying thing is he's still alive. So what more he can do is probably going to be quite a bit. He's going behind Wheat at the moment. Is there 2 spies? One on each team? No, there isn't. I'm just really confused. I'll blame the map. It's disorientating me. The spy play hasn't been working out, as pretty much everybody, well, the 3 remaining players are behind.
I like
the backupping.
Yeah, I like the mini sentry engineer from Aoshi.
Okay, so Turtleneck Tactics go for the rappiest of wraparounds, which resulted in them being wrapped around themselves, and they wrapped around each other. But Turbo Daz turned out on top. He does, unfortunately, he does drop, and that's a Quick Fix drop, which is giga embarrassing. Well, you know, it's like you can just get it in about 10 seconds. Just right click. You're not doing anything, saving it. Oh, Shamu picks out News. So this wraparound around has gone all the way around and around again, and it's now finally worked out. This is probably all written down in their strategy plan, as they're now going to be retaken second. We have
See
B2.
what Shamu can do here on the sniper rifle.
He's going for the aggressive sniper rifle. We've got Aoshi's building a sentry on second. The train's already passed. We've actually got double trains but no deaths.
Oh, that's disappointing.
This is the most unfortunate. The horn is tooted from Beta with a capital B, as they tried to take out News, who's just been arrowed. Oh my god, Turbo Tabs, he actually does something good. And it doesn't just involve organising TFTV casts. That is a complete and utter blowout.
They have Kermit on the spy trying to trick stab News. Very close.
Shamu, he's the last one remaining on Sniper. He isn't able to get the hero shot on Wheat, unfortunately. So He's going to be remaining alive. Beta is hiding behind the forward spawn. He's going to go for the engineer frag. Engie down. You can now push safely. Henny, sitting in forward spawn. Ops, not swap spawns. Instead, he's going straight out.
The crit is ready. The crit has been popped.
There's a poot, though. He's going to shoot the poot. You've got to shoot the poot. The poot is shoot. And he's dead. Henny went into water, though. He's trying to wiggle his way out with the... He's being chased down by Teleportato and News. Beta once again respawns, trying to get in and follow up with some extra damage onto these gamers, but unfortunately he gets taken out as well. There is just Ro remaining alive. And Shamu gets a frag onto Wheat, and he's going to get flanked by Teleportato. Shamu doesn't see it. He's going to get blindsided. He does get a shot off, and Shamu is wiggling his way out of there. That's not what a whale is meant to do. Teleportato is still on him, and he's still alive. There is no... Wait, there's a crater death. Does that count? He killed him with World.
Yeah, but it wasn't the train.
Was it not?
Was it?
I don't know. John, you're observing.
With World. I think World is not the train.
No, it
Okay.
isn't.
That is not a train death, so we are still sitting on 0. I know it could be full damage, John. I want to know what train damage is. God.
It's a train.
Well, I don't know that. It's been years. Jesus.
Flame or
Shamu.
War.
Shamu has possibly got heat-seeking bullets as he took down Wheat again.
Ooh,
News
the
jumps in,
drop.
takes out Henny.
Drops the Uber.
Drop
Here
it,
comes
don't
the train.
drop it.
Here comes the train. Ro is getting
Oh, that's
ran
one.
over.
Is that one train? That is a
Has to.
train. Yeah, but if you look in your console,
It says
It
World.
doesn't say anything to do with train, it says world, so fuck you.
Well,
think
sometimes
it's
you
because
make
it's,
mistakes in life.
I believe it might be because it treats a train death like a world death, where it's credited to the player that did the last amount of damage.
Yeah.
So I imagine if none of them took any damage, it would say train. So that's 2 train deaths.
Amazing. We're getting there.
We are climbing the ladder. 21 minutes left. That is more than enough for multiple train deaths.
I see Peter running the... I don't even know what the weapon is called, but it shoots very rapidly. It's a shotgun.
The panic attack.
Yes, the panic attack.
Yeah, that's the
Interesting
one.
choice.
Yeah, that's going to be a change in the future. Obviously, Valve released those patch notes once upon a time. Oh,
Ooh,
Beta
big
hit a
airshot.
midi. Oh, he would have thought that would have seen such high quality TF2, but he does have a golden rocket launcher, so he's making it worth the cost. So it would have cost him to buy that.
I
So
really like the
Beta.
panic attack.
Well, the new one looks usable. This one's bad.
That's why I like watching it so much. Peter is doing work with it. I don't think
Yeah,
he's killed
maybe.
anyone yet.
Well, he's making it look like he's doing work. You know, it's all about keeping up appearances.
Definitely. It's being picked up here by Dan. It was a bit too far forward there, Kermit.
I will admit, the only thing I've done all game is just look at the train tracks. Oh, he got a train. It's the train coming in the front of the red spawn. Unfortunately, the attack was not in progress.
Noose was baiting it. I see a crits coming in here from far away. Noose is very weak. And
Oh,
Trump
it's a
starts
blind.
jumping in, he picks the medic.
Wheat is on 80% right now. I believe, is there a secondary train, or there is not a secondary train? So at the moment, they don't have to worry about any real-world events taking place on this defense. The blue team are sort of trying to do their best. Beta goes in with the panic attack, but unfortunately isn't able to get any frags. There is a train arriving. It's the back train, but all the red team... Oh, there is a spy. Kermit the Frog. He's going to be trying to keep the last point. That was my best Kermit the Frog impression.
He actually gave up the last point and went into second. He's gonna try to get the stab on the medic. But he gets the demo instead, Noose. And he goes down.
Yeah, that's upsetting. I felt like it could have got the cap.
Yeah,
Whether-
most definitely.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know what the cap times are. So, that would be definitely up to the air. I like to believe that I was correct, so he should have gone for that. Anyway, so we're going to be pushing on to mid from Turbo Dads. Turbo Tabs goes for the daddiest rocket jump you've ever seen. We've got Shamu as well. He's keeping from under. Oh my goodness, it was the forward spawn
Oh, the crits
cam.
has been popped.
Oh wow,
Ro
this is
is
the
just plowing
perfect
through.
wraparound.
You got 3 people with 1 pipe.
Is he
That's a
paid
5K.
145 ping? Who fucking knows? This guy certainly isn't. My
just
goodness.
Breaking through the Turbodad team.
That is the classic Broder strat that is made famous by their frag movie. You hide in forward spawn, you build up crits, and you bust a nut on your enemy team. And they certainly did that in a spectacular fashion. There is a train that's coming from the back. Is anybody going to die? Ooh, Dan does rocket jump in front of the train, but he was able to get past it in time. So the back train has already passed, which means that the front train should arriving shortly on the dot. Unless it's an English train, then it'll be 10 minutes late. There's some geographically
big headshot from Kermit.
specific
With
means.
the ambassador. And the Chris has been popped there by Ro again. He's been doing so much work with it earlier. But it looks like Henny is just fallen back and abandoned on Ro.
To be a perfect time for a train, I'll bust out my RNG Jesus in chat for this because we need this train to bless us with some frags.
I would like to see the train coming in like during a fight, so that people are focused on fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm praying for, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm begging for, because that could be a huge wipe.
Could be amazing. And Kermit's being picked up without doing anything. I was see. We saw a drop there from V2. Yeah, it got rushed by a Widowmaker engineer. Then
The front train is already left and past the point. Oh, there is a turbo tabs. Oh my goodness, there's a mini sentry on last by Shamu. Shamu is playing. I don't know what he's playing. He's playing 4D backgammon in another dimension, whilst the red team are still playing tiddlywinks. There's going to be a little bit of pressure from Turbo Dads as they possibly look like they could be able to push out and retake the second point. Gem and Henny are on their way to try and offer some resistance to this capture. And he's still running on the crits creek. What's his percentage at? He's at 40%. Wheat is on crits as well. He's on 70%. He's opting for the crouching play style where he's going to make himself incredibly slow and immobile.
And small.
Yeah, and small, I guess. They might be small already. Who knows? News. They do have crits. He's not going to pop it yet. He's holding on to it, you know. I mean, it's not your baby. You don't have to hold on to it that long. News does get 2 frags, but there was a back cap.
Back cap from Henny, the
Wow.
medic.
What a classic medic back cap.
Absolutely
Once again.
amazing.
The 4D chess from Turtleneck Tactics is really paying off. And Turbo Dads just can't keep up. They need to up their board games. So we're entering into the third round. We still sit on 2 train frags, which is
I'm
the most
trying
important.
to figure out what Gem is doing here. Spec Gem, what is going on here?
Oh, he's going for the...
Oh,
yeah,
that was the broomstick.
Yeah, he's going for the broomstick. The broomstick rollout is a
Oh,
classic.
it actually picks up news when it comes to middle.
See,
Super slow.
It's the delayed broomstick mid tactic. It's where you whip out your Nimbus 2000. Was it 3000? Let me Google it.
Oshie just cleans up Henny and
Yes.
Kermit.
He rips out his Nimbus 2000 broomstick and
Unfortunately,
makes his
it
way to
wasn't
mid
enough.
slowly. Yeah, probably not. But anyway, the red team, they're going to be on the offensive this time.
See an aggressive player coming in from Shamu trying to drop. I would assume we have 2 since he's on the crits Krieg.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to hold on to this for as long as possible, pretending that it's Uber, if he's just going to pop it when it's needed.
I think News is calling for it. He's looking for it, and he gets picked.
Gem once again showing his prowess. He's missing some. Oh my
that
goodness
was a
gracious
crazy
me!
headshot.
If Gem could actually view those frags when he observes, sorry, then he'd be really good. He can hit 6 frags, but he can't, catch the 6 shots. Never mind. That was still pretty fat anyway. Shamu, he's gone spy. So the blue team's going to be retaking mitts. However, there is crits from News. He gets 1, he gets 2. Is that going to be all from him? Is he done? Is he dusted? Is it going to be any more? That looks like that is all we can. That's all he's got in the bank.
He got Henny, so he got the medic. So they will have crit advantage
Yeah.
going into this.
He's got the critical pick. Kermit, he's going to be sitting on the kit on the right side. Does take out Dan, so there's just 3 players remaining on the blue team. Shamu. Here he goes. Going to. Some people call him a whale. He can be a shark. Is he going for wheat? And he's going to get an ambassador shot. He just needs 1 more.
Gem gets executed by Ayoshi. Gem was on 1 HP holding the spoon. He got picked off by Ayushi.
Yeah, the spoon isn't really the cutlery of choice in many situations, if I'm honest. There was a train. Is it a front train? No, it was a back train. It's already been and gone. So there could be a front train due that could be putting a stop to this attack. We only pray. So I wait to hear this ring-a-ding-ding of the train bells.
Hopefully they coordinate the push with the trains this time. And I actually hear the train coming as they're walking in as well.
Oh my god,
this
it's the front train. The poo is on the tracks. The poo is on the tracks. Oh, he doesn't get out of the way in time. That could have been disgusting. Whilst that was happening, Shamu is the pyro. He does pretty much thwart the push by himself. Pyro was also an incredibly AIDS class to have on this map, but again, that's probably why this map's not being played anymore. So we sit on 2 train frags still.
Yeah. I definitely expected more train frags to come. I was a bit optimistic on how often the trains appear.
Yeah, there's 12 minutes, so there's still plenty of train frags. News is back up in though, and he is going to get it, so it is 2-1.
The 200 IQ play coming in from News.
Turbo dabs, and turbo dads, and turbo tabs. And what else has abs in it?
Can't really. Just abs, you know?
Yeah.
Turbo abs.
I'm gonna Google it.
Anyway, we have a 4th middle coming in here. We see some early aggression by the Turbo Tabs team, the Turbo Dad. Peter's jumping in very aggressively, taking a lot of damage, jumping back. And this is looking to be a rather slow middle, so there's huge potential for Train to come in as Kermit takes out Noose with a crisp headshot.
Yeah, that's a frag. Again, he's going to be going in. He's going to go for the wraparound gank, so he's going to be going up and behind. He's got Henny with him in pursuit. Although, sorry, I was a bit bamboozled by the map layout. There was a drop as well. Wheat gets dropped down by Shamu.
And Henny gets killed as well by Dan. It was going for a big flank.
So it is going to be.
I wonder if Dan knows that
1v1.
he has a scout behind him.
Maybe. We'll find
Now
out.
he
It's going to
knows.
be a duel of the fates. Oh, Dan at the end of it, he tries to be a cheeky little fucker and goes for his rocket launcher. However, Shamu busts his nut in, and that is it. So he gets taken out.
Yeah,
That
he
would have
taunted
been a
on the
lot more
point.
exciting. Yeah.
Just
Kermit.
destroys the
Kermit.
that was a sick headshot.
Bazingered. That is whew. That is spicy. That was a good shot. Beta is trying to get onto News, who is incredibly weak. He's 5 HP, he does start getting healed, and he's not able to jump for the health kit in time.
Peter takes it instead, and he kills Telepotato in the process.
There has been a significant lack of trains at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we might be blessed with multiple at once, but
Oh, Peter is hiding in the water. Not sure what he's waiting for there.
he is he's merely just shown his swimming skills. He's going for the front stroke at the moment. He used to be an Olympic swimmer, famous for the 200-meter butterfly. And there is a train, but I don't think anybody is in the eyesight of it. Oh, there is a front train, and this team, they're on the back foot. Crit has been popped on mid, but unfortunately, no one was in view. Beta looked like he could get caught out, but he did jump away.
And he used the train velocity to jump, not even rocket jump, just a regular jump into V2.
Oh, I forgot about
couldn't
that.
take him down.
Yeah, if you're on the train and you jump off it, you gain some mad speed, which is really good for some sick frags, but it's Not really found its use here. I hear another ring-a-ding-ding of another train. It is the front train. There is nobody in its sights, though. That's unfortunate. As Turbo Dads. These names. It hurts me.
I think that was the reason for these team names, to hurt us.
Probably. Well, I'm glad that they actually chose their real names.
And
And
there's a
not
backup
some...
again.
Oh wow.
Telepotato. He telepotated to last and got that cap.
He did, and so now it's at 2-2. We could, I don't know if it's going to go to a golden cap or what.
We do have 8 minutes left, so there's a lot that can happen.
Mainly train frags.
I'm hoping for a very long mid-fight, longer than all the previous mid-fights.
Yeah, I hope there's teleporters as well that are built near the tracks to help replenish the fragging capabilities of the trains. But who knows? The fifth mid has started as 2 frags straight away from Turbo Dabs. Oh my god, I can't. For the red team, as I am now going to call them.
The Turtleneck team were divided into 2 groups. One group which was Sully running the Righteous Bison, a sniper, and the medic. And the second squad was a scout, a soldier, and a demo.
That is some advanced tactics that are happening.
Yeah, she's not ready for Ro, who's on the flank.
Oh, Hiipfire's still here.
I'm still here. Hello, I'm here.
He's still here. Rove is backcapping. No, he's not backcapping. He's contesting. Yeah, he's backcapping.
Oh, front train.
It counts. Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
the front
Kermit
train
was decently close.
Oh.
News?
It is arriving.
News?
Now he's off. He's safe. Aoshi, is he going to just kill himself for the sake of it? Nope. He lives a fulfilling life, so he's just going to scuttle away and get himself back up to full HP. Henny does take a pipe to the face, so he sits at. He was sitting at just 10 HP. Does get the health pack and re-enters with his team. I literally just wait for the trains. That's it. I don't care what happens. The trains will now be a third team.
Yes.
So
so far, Team Train is it's not going very well for Team Train.
it's not, but there's still time. Fun fact: if you look underneath the middle point, there is a little gold mine with the initials.
Ooh.
Wait, what are the initials?
JM
Yeah, JM underneath it.
or
That's,
WR.
Oh yeah, or WR. Fun fact, everyone. You can pop that into your knowledge bank and your brands. But once again, it's going to be Turtleneck Tactics are on the offensive. They've been on the offensive for the majority of these games, but on this map, it's not so much. Oh my goodness, Ro is doing some work. It takes our wheat as well. There is Teleportator who's sitting on top. It's Kermit and Turbo Tabs. Kermit does get the frags, so it's going to be a 2v1. Teleportator's got all the work to do. He's going to whip out his zapper. Yeah, he's going for the zapper. Oh wow, Ro hits him with a roller. There is a front train. Nobody on red is in position to get fragged. However, there are respawns coming in. Shamu! No, a bit too far away. We have Beta who's going to be surfing on the train. He's going to be showing, hey, look at these cool tricks I can do. No, he's not. He's going back. Never mind.
Train parkour.
Yeah. That's where it's at. That's what's all the only thing that's interesting. There is a bit of turtling
From the
the turtle dabs. Sorry, the turtle dads. Who are Turbo Tabs is running engineer. I have a heavy with is that the what one is it? That is it. The come on, what is that? That heavy weapon.
Brass beast.
Brass beast.
Brass beast. That's it.
Who was getting popped there by team? Which team is that? The blue team.
Yeah, the
names are confusing
Turbo
here.
Dads are going to be hoping and wishing for a train. The train's coming in.
the train.
Oh my god!
Oh, Kermit dodges it.
Oh, they tried to jump in.
Oh, there's Henny.
Oh!
Henny died. That counts.
That counts. Definitely counts. It was very close that Kermit ran into the train.
That could have been really good though. If that, you know what, these trains need to be faster.
Definitely, and more frequent.
As far as I know, I didn't have trains, and weren't they giga fast?
They were definitely giga fast.
Yeah, I remember them being obscenely fast. Like you couldn't get out of the way. We need that. We should have gone. Oh, man, we should have gone for well.
Those are the fast French trains.
Why is it French?
Because the highest speed French train.
Did it have high speed French? I would have said
right?
Japanese train. I mean, the French aren't really known for fast trains. I don't think.
I guess.
The Japanese are.
Ooh,
They've
Kermit
got the
is a
bullet
nice
trains.
headshot on Aoshi.
Please don't interrupt our talk about trains.
I think
Trains.
Japan has some train that goes with magnets and vacuum or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen
It's
that.
pretty fast.
It's one Hyperloop train. It's a 1,000 kilometers an hour train.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, that is very fast. Quite a
those.
few of them are. They're called a vac train. Magnetic levitation line using partly evacuated tubes or tunnels. Reduced air resistance permits vac train to travel at very high speeds with very little power. Ooh, with up to speeds of 5,000 miles per hour.
Ooh,
Ah, damn.
I'd imagine that's probably maybe a marble. But it'd take less than 2 hours to get from New Delhi to New York. That's insane.
I think News just got hit by one of those trains from Kermit
Did he? Did he get hit by a train?
in the face.
That's the fourth one.
The last push coming in here from the turtleneck. But they're getting cleaned up by a good bomb here from Dan. And some excellent pistoling from... what's that?
That's interesting. Oh, Hiipfire was right. Apparently France has the fastest trains on rails.
I told you, I know everything about trains.
Alright, what is the train service that runs the west of England?
I don't know.
Back train.
England
Nothing.
has city trains.
No, it's Great Western.
Oh, they don't have trains. Is that the trick question?
No, it's Great Western train service, man.
Okay. Hmm.
No one was even close to that back train.
Shamu timed out. So it's 4v5. Sorry, 4v5? 5v6.
Great map.
Yeah, I'm at a point of what I can only describe as disillusion. I'm not quite sure where I am or what I'm doing with my life, but I seem to be casting what should be a shitty version of 7v7.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it was more of a slight on 7v7 and this game.
The back train, again, not catching anyone. Team
Yeah,
train definitely
people are
needs
just
to step
jumping
up
on
here.
it. They're not respecting the train.
Yeah, Team train is getting no respect whatsoever from
And
the
look at
turtleneck.
this, it's a 6v5 push. That is a BM mana push, that is. So it's 3-all.
Yeah, they wanted to force the golden cap, it seems.
And boy am I happy to see a golden cap.
Well, this is where Team Train could prevail.
A non-ending golden cap. No, if Team Train prevailed, then the game is never ending.
That is true. We just decide that Team Train wins this map.
I think so. Yeah, it's no, they want the no time limit golden cap. Do we want that? No.
There could be a never-ending scenario.
But
with
it does
trains.
say he has to be in bed by 4 AM, so you know
At least
it
we
will.
got that.
Yeah, it will end at some point. I mean, my throat is killing me because of the just the amount of dry, dusty air that I'm pumping into my face because it's warm in my room. And yeah, I guess
a window.
Well, I've got a cat. I don't want my cat to jump out the window and it's night time and all the moths will come in.
That is a fair point.
No, that's probably one of the worst things that can happen. And one of the perils of video night gaming is when you're sitting there and you exit your room, and before you leave your room or you get up from your video gaming chair, you have to brush off your what I can only describe as some freshly made clothes, which are represented by all the moths that are on your body.
Yeah. I don't think I have had that happen to me.
I
As
have.
far as I can
I've
remember.
gotten up from like, quite late, had the window wide open, and it's like I get up, I turn the light on, and I'm just covered in bugs. Just moths. Like I feel like maybe I'm a moth whisperer.
Ro is writing here in chat that the PC crashed and they want to redo the final round.
They should.
I
That was BM from Turbo Dads, if I'm honest.
I definitely agree on that. I think
No one went spectator. There was no pause either.
Yeah, surprising to me.
Everybody in chat needs. Oh no, never mind. Well's not on, but apparently they're doing a vote for a third map, which it should be Gravel Pit.
I think it definitely should be Gravel Pit.
It should be a throwback to the previous era of TF2 when it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I like
Right.
I like Gravel Pit for its sniping possibilities.
I like it just for its tactical possibilities. It's the favourite part of it. But I'm just going to quickly get a drink so I can wash out of this all this sand that seems to be lodged in my throat.
Where are you getting that sand from?
You don't want to know.
Probably do not want to know. So Hiipfire, what did you think of this game?
This has been quite an experience, but there have not been enough train kills.
Yeah, it was a lackluster of Team Train's involvement in this game. I think they're too slow and not frequent enough to provide some good TF2 action.
I think we need a dedicated train player that actually triggers the trains.
That would be.
Like a train conductor.
So we just make one entire map of just rails everywhere, and there is a train conductor that can only start 2 trains at once, and the train conductor is gonna try to take everyone out.
Yes, definitely.
I think that could be a cool game mode, and have capture points or something.
I feel like I'm surprised there hasn't been an indie game that has been developed around this concept just yet.
I think there is. I slightly remember being in a map where there was trains and lasers everywhere. Don't know what it was, but trains and lasers. Maybe Freight needs some lasers.
Freight just needs faster trains. I think that would really spice it up.
I think some lasers would be good as well.
Maybe laser-powered trains.
That just shoots lasers in every direction.
I think that maybe the train should just be obscenely fast that you can't see them.
I think, yeah, if you're on the rails, you risk dying because the train is so fast, just swoosh by.
No, they should be electrified rails. So when the train's not there anyway, the rails are live. So if you step on them, you die. So you have to jump over the rails every time.
That would actually be amazing.
It has to be realistic, There is still not a last player on the blue team. So we lie here in wait in limbo.
I will be grabbing a drink as well.
On the poll it says start of show map, second map, or am I on the wrong poll? I'm probably on the wrong poll.
Probably.
I am on the wrong poll. Let me just close down all my turbo tabs. And by tabs I mean Chrome tabs.
Turbo dads, more like turbo bads.
Or turbo pads.
Turbo baths.
I can't think of anything else. Right, hold on. Let me just vote for Gravel Pit in this poll. Oh, I've already voted in the poll.
Now that
Let me go on a different IP address.
The chat is reminding me of Koth's Sideshow. Why aren't we playing that? That has bullet trains. That'd be a good map to play.
Yeah, maybe. But unfortunately, it's not in there.
I saw Henry getting ran over by a train here. It might be on purpose,
Doesn't count.
since it's only
Oh, they're doing the you can put stickies on the train as it passes, and the stickies float in the air. So,
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they don't bounce off. So I remember doing this. You could just literally just put loads of stickies in the air, and like some people would just walk through them. It works sometimes because no one expects to. When you're looking for sticky traps, you don't expect them to be in the sky. Classic.
That's definitely so. I think it was banned though in TF12.
Was it? I don't think so.
But I think you could still troll around with it in scrims.
I don't think it was ever banned in ETF12. So I did it, but it was just useless because no one, you couldn't exactly hide a sticky trap anyway, in the air.
So maybe someone tries to melee them, dies.
Maybe, but maybe it's their own fault for trying to melee stickies in the sky. Although, yeah, I guess you can't shoot them off either.
Yeah.
With rockets. You can shoot them with shotgun, and everybody ran shotgun then, so...
That is true.
It's completely fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was fine. There is a golden cap. Excellent.
Absolutely excellent.
Just what we wanted and asked for. So, I guess we'll get the third map regardless.
I think so.
Maybe. As we enter what could be the very last, what is going to be the very last time we bless this map in our presence. No trains are arriving at the moment. We wait in bated breath for one. There's a bit of flanking going on. Gem's taken on 2 at the moment, and he is absolutely, he roasted 1. He wasn't able to take out Dan. Beat is going to be going in to try and jump into Wheat. He does get news, so he does collect a frag regardless. I'm just trying to quickly look at the mediguns. It's just normal Ubers. It's just Dan left alive. Dan gets 2 frags, so
Henny
he gets
just
the
ran
medic.
into Dan trying to kill him, but he died.
So, relatively even mid.
I feel like I'm hearing trains all the time.
I did hear trains all the time, but that disappeared when the new round started. Oh, there is already 1 moth in my room. Brilliant.
I'm very confused. I'm expecting a train, but no train is coming.
I'll tell you when there's a train, it's alright.
Alright.
Or maybe trains just won't work now.
Maybe. So these turbo types bombing in here on row and actually gets the pick. Noose gets 2 of his own.
Yeah, this is
It's a 3v3 going on right now. And they're on each side of mid. Actually a pyro. Kermit rolling the pyro with the scorch shot, I think it's called. It actually hits V2. That's interesting.
Oh, I hear a train. There is a train arriving on the... Is there? Yeah, there's a train arriving on the blue team side. Henny, he has Uber. Ooh! Skirting.
That was close.
Teasing the train there. And teasing...
Ooh, and we have the floating
desires.
stickies there from row.
Oh, what a strat. The floating stickies is going to pay off. Will the red team catch on to the fact that those stickies are in the air? Rowe tries to use those floating stickies to get himself out. Not very successful. I believe. There's another train. It's on the blue team. And News has his back turned. Oh my god, Weak is taken out. It happened.
Amazing.
A medic died to the train. That is our 5th train frag. And what a glorious frag that is.
That is absolutely amazing.
That's the moment we all waited for. And the moment we've been praying for.
The fight happened. The train came. The train delivered.
Yeah, exactly. This is what happens when, an unstoppable force meets an incredibly movable and fraggable object.
Yes.
It gets smashed. And Turbo Tabs does what I can only describe as a beautiful swan dive onto Henny, taking him out. Fantastic. Hurrah! And there's a mini sentry from Gem just hiding. Far back.
It's a flank from Kermit coming in and taking out Telepotato. But he gets taken out by Ayoshi in return.
So this mid is still heavily contested. The train's still waiting. to get debated.
Ooh, we got a double flank from Beater and Henny.
Oh
in
my
the
goodness.
water.
This could... Oh, it's the shark attack. Beater,
Oh.
he does arrive. He's not able to block it in time, but he is able to get some serious damage. Henny gets taken out. However,
Gem is still here.
we
He
gets taken out as well.
And
so
we
it's an
do have
even
a train, I think.
Yeah, there's it's a front train. The train has passed, and
I see the spawn. Someone,
Oh.
Shamu.
Ro is
Oh.
Ro is in jail by the train right now. He was underwater, and he was stuck, but he's able to make his way back to second to defend it. He's going to go for the spawn camp. Nope, Dan catches him out on second. And is able to thwart that as well. So the blue team, they're going to have to be pushing themselves a little bit further back. Shamu gets taken out, so going to be a two-player disadvantage holding last. We have Aoshi, looks like he's going to go in straight away. Kermit completely pounds Aoshi. Kermit is just launched in, News pipes him in the face. There was just down on point, no one's contesting him. Wheat is also hanging around a little bit too long. Oh my goodness, Teleportato gets on the point.
That's a win from the Turbo Dads.
It is a deserved win, not a cop-out win that they had the previous moment.
Yeah. I'm still a bit disappointed about the trains. I think they could have had better impact on the game. But it was a fair outcome.
Yeah, it's only 5, so I win because I was the closest. I guessed 12 deaths.
It wasn't very close. But yeah,
I
were
was the closest. You know, I didn't
Yes.
say I was close, but I'm the closest out of all of you.
Yeah. A bit disappointed. I definitely think it could have been more train kills, but
Yeah, I was
I'll
expecting
take it.
there to be a lot of train frags, you know, people taunting on the tracks and all sorts, but it just wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be. As we are heading to our third and final map in this.
It's gonna be Gravel Pit. I'm excited.
Yeah, in this show match. I'm not quite sure what this match is showing.
I think it's showing that the people handling production isn't necessarily the best TF2 players.
Yeah, maybe. Let's hope that their production isn't on the same level as their TF2 playing. I certainly hope not. Although, from talking to these people and checking the Discord, they're smart. Which is why I don't talk in the Discord, because I don't know what I'm talking about, whereas these people kind of do. So, I'm sure we're in safe hands. We're in hands nevertheless, which is all we could ask for.
I'm interested about the config here for Gravel Pit.
I would just imagine it's just standard attack and defend config, you know, like you would have in Dust Bowl. Stopwatch.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know if there's anything different, to be honest. I mean, it was played in Highlander, so I'd imagine they use the same one for that.
Yeah, that's true. I need to have a look around on this map. I haven't been on this map for way too long. Not
Oh,
even in
man.
pubs.
I remember there's the gap on A, where there's a little gap in the wood, where you can shoot through and drop the medic, and that's been a staple a few times. A is normally the one that isn't heavily defended because it's very open, it's very difficult to do so.
Unless you're a classic mix-up.
Yeah, unless your classic mix-up. I believe it was called the Impossible Hold. I can't remember. It's been a while. On
Yeah.
B, you normally, in sixes, I don't know if it's the same for Highlander, you normally put the sentries on the left side on the ramp or behind the point. I believe behind the point is commonly the Highlander strat, although I'm not sure because they have shit unlocks like the Wrangler allowed, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be interesting. But, yeah, this map is... I miss this map.
I want to see a heavy crits on this map.
I don't know if it... I'd imagine there'd be a lot of snipers, so I don't think a heavy would work. We're going to be seeing Engineer regardless.
Yeah, I still want to see the heavy crits.
Yeah. But
Just-
normally what happens, and what I remember now, it's all flooding back to me. Like, a crippling case of PTSD. It floods back to me and starts making me sweat. You would cape if you're attacking. And then you would go to C and destroy the teleport.
Usually you send, if I remember correctly, you send your flank to just scout out A and maybe fight a little bit to delay.
Yeah, and you just cape it, wouldn't you? Just have... I think you'd always send 2 scouts on A. And then whilst that was going on, you'd have all your heavies to... You would try and force on B.
Yeah.
And you just trade that way. And if it didn't work, your medic would then go A with your heavies, and you probably just push from the C. If it did work, I think you would just be pretty much pushing straight on to B from spawn.
Who would have known that the current meta with the sacking soldiers, the sacks, that it's being used in Gravel Pit, or was used already in 2011, 2012.
Yeah, those were the days. I miss those days. That's why I like this map, because it was like a tactical part to it. Like, there was even points where I remember doing a strat where if you did get the force on B, you would still push from C anyway, because then you would like go through the C and B connectors. You would start, pretty much thwarting the enemy and pushing them out and killing them.
You have the height advantage going that route as well.
And then you'd also you'd already have and be prepared to go straight on to C anyway. So if you got C on the earlier fight quite convincingly, you could just push from C, get some scouts on a point, and then just get your heavies on B. And that's the other thing I miss about this map is the C defenses. When it's like it's down to the very end, and you've got your soldiers jumping onto it. You've got your scouts running around as well. There was a lot of action and a lot of air shots, and good moments and good memories on this map.
Yeah, definitely. I think we have to come back to the purpose of this show match. I see Wolf Machina, who is the owner of Essentials, typing that it's because of seeing how much abuse the production team can take.
Well, you've got to warm them up. I'm sure if anything goes wrong at LAN, they're going to get a lot of abuse.
Yeah, let's test them out first and see.
Any minor technical difficulty, if that scoreboard isn't updated within a fraction of a second of the round being won or lost, then there's going to be some abuse. And also, what do you expect when you invite me to do a more casual cast? If you're not expecting abuse.
We need to find the breaking point of the production team.
I guess so, but that would be very easy for me to achieve, but it would also result in me not being allowed to cast or represent at LAN.
That is not a good idea.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is.
Maybe. Who knows? It might be funny, but it also means that I wouldn't get a free ticket to LAN, which is the real reason why I'm here. I'm above paying for things.
You are a sponsored TF2 gamer.
Exactly. I'll walk into the event and go, "Excuse me, let me in."
VIP.
I'm on the list. Just check it. It's under C for Chris. Do you not know my website? Do you know how many subs I have? Anyway, we are waiting for the remaining gamer to join the blue team, and then we can finally get this last and final map done and dusted.
Alright, so let's make a prediction here. Who will make the first air shot out of the soldiers?
Beta.
Peter, Dan, TurboDabs.
It would be Beta, definitely. Because they're defending first.
Yeah.
I think what we really should do is a drop count. Like, how many drops are going to happen?
I think 5 drops.
5 drops. Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. And who's going to drop them? That's bonus points.
Actually, I'm saying 3 drops instead. Changing my mind here.
Okay. And who's going to drop them?
The first drop is going to be... so... Red team is defending? Wait, they're defending.
Yeah. Red team is... Is it? Are they defending? Yeah, they are defending.
Is red. Yeah. So I think Vietooft will drop the first Uber. And it will be the sniper shot of Kermit.
We don't have to go this specific. We haven't got that much time.
Yeah.
How many drops on each medic? Like, who's going to drop
okay.
those 3?
I think 2 on Vietooft and 1 on Henny.
Okay. I'm going to go with 6. I'm going to go with 4 on Wheat and 2 on Henny. Hiipfire, do you want in?
5 from Henny. None from Widooth.
Ooh.
That's a bold prediction.
That is a bold prediction, that is.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
I'm going to underline your name because it needs to be bold. That is a bold prediction. So, that is the boldest of predictions. We'll see if that pays off.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it
sure.
will.
That's 5 drops is a lot.
Yeah, well, it is a Henny, though.
Yeah, but they have Wheat, though.
Yeah, but at least Widooth has played the game. Plays the game on a computer.
What does Henny play on?
Henny essentially plays on, I think he plays on like a laptop that gives him like 30 FPS.
Oh.
We played a mix with him about like approximately 5 days ago where he played with his trackpad.
Just would like to say that in Freight, Vietooft had 4 drops and Henny had 2 drops.
Oof. Ooh, not looking good now. Henny's running Crits Creek, so it's going to be the Crits Creek attacking strat. Wheat has gone for normal Uber. There is a Sentry with Ioshi. Does Ioshi play Highlander?
Yes.
So they've got this one in the bag. Where's he going to put his Sentry? He's
Find the point.
yeah, that is the he's not placed the Sentry yet. He's got his teleporter and dispenser down. There's no suicides from the red team. This isn't good. He's going to need that metal there.
They need to be... They need more team play right now.
Yeah, they need more suicides.
I can't only think about the logs.
Yeah, they need to, get some team deaths on their team. Unless that's already happened and I've missed it. But, who knows. Anyway, there's 10 seconds remaining. There's no defense on A, although News is putting up some sticky traps. Oh, this is a classic, this is. Putting your stickies on A, then as soon as you start hearing that the control point's being captured, you det your sticks. Is he going to get any frags, though? This is going to be interesting. Rose on it. Oh, he gets him. Straight away.
What a brain play. 200 IQ play.
That is a lot. People do say, News, you have a large brain. And he says, that's a tumour.
That was a display of a big brain.
Yeah, that was a display of a tumorous brain, that was. There is the blue team already making their way to
the Wrangler
the spawn.
jump from Ayoshi. Putting
Spicy.
the teleporter on the top.
The teleporter has been destroyed already, though. So that's made it somewhat useless. I used to, right, when I was relevant, I used to do the sentry rocket jump to get the sentry on top of the point.
That is pretty cool to do.
Oh no, I know, right? Whereas obviously you can skip that by just putting a teleporter up the top and just building another one at the bottom. But anyway, like Yoshi's doing. But, I thought it was good. Anyway, so the red team were just sort of setting up shop. I believe there might be sort of like a suicide play. There is a... Oh, brave big boy crits play. Wow. Rao was so close with that. The pop crits. Ro goes for the hero sticky. It lobs over the house and hits the back of, like, at the bottom of the fence. So, that was... That would have been
amazing.
That would have been
if that hit.
a fucking good play. That would have been absolutely beautiful.
Uber has actually been popped here from the Turbo Dads.
Yeah, but no one's building with Henny, so he's only on 30%, and he could probably have crits by now. He's just lobbing out.
Actually takes down Noose.
He's lobbing out arrows. Shamu, bit aggressive. He's not going back to Henny to help build, so there's a 40% add for Henny with the crits. There is a spy. No, Kermit was just checking for off classes.
Never seen the gravel pit HUD, spectator HUD. It's pretty interesting.
It's a different HUD.
Yeah, I see like one cap and then time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's always been there.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't spec'd a gravel pit ever.
It was,
I think.
it's normally there when you play.
Yeah, but not the spectator version. It looks different, I think.
Mine looks the exact same. I think. Well, I remember this. Anyway, Kermit goes deep onto Wheat and does take him out as well, so the blue team, they're going to be gearing up for a fat push. They're leaving a teleporter up. For some reason, Aoshi
They're
does
going to
destroy
camp
it. Yeah, I don't know why, considering they know where the entrance and exit is. So that's some very, very wishful thinking. Anyway, there is a full crits advantage for Henny.
Aoshi having the main sentry right now.
You know, that's good, I guess, in the moments where you're not likely to get up a level 3, you kind of need it. He's trying to get on top of the point and behind. He made it, so he's probably going to get a teleporter up. Yeah, he's got a teleporter
Henny
up.
and Row are coming from A here.
Ooh, this is the... Oh, see, this is why I love this map. There's so many different ways of approaching it, and there's still so many different ways of attacking and everything. Oh, so... It gives me a strategic erection, this does.
Yeah.
I've got a strat boner right now. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go through a main. Through
We're waiting
one.
a long time.
Yeah. One strat we used to do, we used to have our Solly shooting from a main.
They're going lower here.
Ooh.
This is interesting.
This is interesting and has not been spotted at the moment. It looks like everybody's completely missed it. Everybody is all on the same place. Oh, bro.
No.
He thought they're all sitting up on top of the point. He guesses wrong, and it's a swing and a miss. Kermit, he goes in from the bottom with his Natasha, though. He is able to get turbo tabs incredibly low. So they're actually doing some work with this, despite the odds against them. However, Wheat does have 100% Uber right now. He does get it, and he does force... sorry, Beta does force the Uber. So that is... yeah, as I was saying, one of the strats I used to do, like, if the team was on the second level, they would normally congregate around the area because you can swap sides and spam all the doors where they are standing now. We used to spam the right side and main to force everybody on the left, and then we would crits from under as a demo man, and because we're all congregating on the left side, they all like die. That was really cool. But
Yeah.
these days, all you get in Team Fortress 2 is bomb.
Ooh,
Anyway.
Kermit takes out the heavy on top of the point. So
He
that's
gets
gonna
another
be
headshot as well. I'm not quite
anti-air is
sure.
gone.
Yeah. So that is mad frags coming from Kermit. This could possibly be it. There's just 4 gamers left alive. News is
The jumper
jumping.
news.
Kermit's trying to get the headshot on him. It does take out Dan as well with another spicy shot and another headshot onto turbo tabs. He's
going
looking,
nuts.
he's got his eye on the spawn. He's not able to collect the remaining frag on turbo tabs, but Beta was sitting on the cap and he gets the frag. That is a good time, 5 minutes and 46 seconds from the blue team.
I mean, from what we saw yesterday with the pros versus YouTubers with the 14 minutes time, although a different map.
What was the score? Who won that?
The pros won 2-1 in maps.
Was it like... Oh, okay.
The YouTubers won the Badwater.
I see. I was watching Dota, so I wasn't... and didn't watch it.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Ooh, we actually see the hole there from the red team on A.
Oh,
all
this
the
is
manpower.
another one as well. This is interesting.
Ooh,
Oh, they're
they
going to
will
go
use
for
the
the spawn
crit.
camp. There is a
crits.
bug on the right side, so there's a little edge that you can get onto.
But Henny doesn't.
Oh, Henny's found it.
Oh,
He needs to hit the surf. He's got 10 seconds to do it. This is another spicy strat, this is. This is... I'm getting so many flashbacks. I believe they're just going to go for the crits at the start. Beta does have it. Ro is with him, so Aoshi is going to go for it as well. Their crits gets... Oh, just one frag. Dan, is it going to get taken out? No, he does scuttle away with 10 HP. So the brain play was there.
but
it
the
just,
mechanical skills.
Yeah, the mechanical skills were unfortunately lacking from Henny. That is some old school strategic mastermind.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed that Henny couldn't make the jump. would
Yeah.
have been amazing to see the crits into the spawn. But,
It's just amateurs, you know?
Yeah.
You should be able to hit that jump. You should nail it every time.
Yeah, but the brain was there at least.
Yeah. There's a jump on the left on B that you can do from the rooftop. You can jump and bunny hop to go through the left corridor. That one's pretty fat as well, but it's very hard to do.
Looks like Ro is under A right now. I don't know if they know. Oh, he's got spotted now, so he will surely get taken down. But he gets some good pipes onto the point.
Yeah, that
Sounds
is
really-
that is a small brain play because he does throw his life for it. However, there is crit again. Beat is going to go in. Oh, sorry, no, it was a scout that was going in. It was Shamu. And this is a throw.
Look at the long spawn times here from the red team.
Yeah, this
Ro
is
has still not spawned.
Henny's gone spectators. Decided that he needs to see what it is that the blue team's doing. Just to check that yes, they do have a spy. So Turbo Tabs, he's going to be spawn camping as a spy. Henny is just spawned now. Turbo Tabs, he's coming out with the fat IQ play. He does spot him. Oh, he wants Henny, but he sees Beta. Henny turns around. He gets Beta with a capital B. And he's going to try and revolver Henny
Ro got
down.
a nice roller onto V-Tooth. So V-Tooth also goes down. And
This
Noose with
is-
the quickie bombs taking out Gem.
This is a calamity right now, and the turtleneck tactics are against the ropes. It is just two gamers. Henny's running crit still.
So what I remember from here is that if you had a bad amount of time, you would leave both scouts here on the point and try to push with the heavies.
Yeah, they should be going a little bit quicker. They're going to contest second as well with crit, so it's going to be a surprise crit tactics. However, they are going in with a scout. But Shamu, he's like, damn you, SeaWorld, for keeping me in captivity. You've unleashed the beast.
The 1v1 here between V-Tooth and a scout.
Oh, Henny.
Shamu. It's very close.
Damn, was someone lucky to not kill him.
V-Tooth survives somehow. Somehow he does a lot of damage to Shamu. And then actually cleans the frag up.
That is close. Who's got the 70% charge and a quick fix. That'd be pretty good because you could just jump your medic on top of the point and get some heals onto it. So they have got a game plan already set and go. There is no sentry from the red team at the moment. They have got a poop. But
Coming
they've got
from the left
Kermit as
side.
well. Is probably their secret weapon. The quick fix has been popped. Oh my god. Turbo Tabs. He fucked up the rocket jump. He was about to rocket jump. And he tried, but he jumped off the edge and tried to jump off into the air. Oh my goodness. You're meant to rocket jump when you're on the floor, not when you're up in the sky.
I think by now, I think that TurboDad should know that Henny is on crits. But they decide to stick with the quick fix anyway. They would have time to build the Uber.
Yeah, they probably would have, but they've got a play in mind and they're going to stick to it, goddammit. Because I guess in some ways their ideas do make sense. They still have a sentry on the red team either, so they've got that to their advantage. Aoshi does take out Gem, the handsome observer. That is grossly
Well, the
incorrect.
crits getting popped here and V-Tooth goes down. So the quick fix play.
Yeah, it's going to be
fails
very,
this
very
time
hard
as
and pushed
well.
into the heavy, so you're going to have to rely on Aoshi for the picks here.
Some
Shamu.
nice pipes coming in from Noose.
Shamu is incredibly weak. He's 13 HP, does get taken out, so it's Dan that gets to frag on that. Kermit and Gem are the remaining players. Kermit is sitting in spawn. Gem does get on top of the point. He's got a black box as well, so he can get himself pretty much well buffed. He does do a good job of getting some time onto it. Noose has taken out, but Gem trades with him. It's Turbo
that
Tabs
was
and we.
close.
Are they going to do the rocket jump? They do. Turbo Tabs is on it. Goes for the air shot. It does
Bro
miss.
jumps in, he gets V-Tooth. And a
We-
nice air pipe from Bro.
Oh, that is fat. And that is
Kermit
a
steals the
Yeah,
double.
that is a good defense from the red team at the moment. There's 55 seconds remaining. That is enough to get a crit or quick fix. They're going for the crits, Krieg. And Henny's keeping with it as well. So this is quite interesting as well that they've kept with the aggressive crits, Krieg. Henny is trying to get onto the roof behind the point. Is he going to make it? He's trying. He makes it. So they could just hide.
Yeah.
They could just hide. Just see if they can get
Surprise
him on the
crits.
point. And then, yeah, crits down onto them. But he's nice tucked away. He's in a safe place. He's in his personal bubble. He hasn't been building the
air
crits.
body shot from Kermit onto Dan.
Whilst Henny was trying to get onto the point, he wasn't building. Turbo Tabs has gone spy. He's on to Kermit. Kermit hears the decloak sound. Could this be a distraction play? The heavy is turning around for it. Crits has been popped. Teleportator takes out Shamu, was incredibly weak, and Teleportator is just remaining on the point, but Roa stickers on it and does take him out. And they do it. Who is it that wins? Is it the Turtlenecks? Have their names changed?
I am slightly confused.
Yeah, because the game's ended completely. Maybe it's a best of one.
I thought that. I thought that.
I think it was supposed to be best of one.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I was expecting the Turbo Dads to actually Henny's team. Yeah, No,
Yeah,
I'm confused again.
The
I think
Turbo
it's-
Dads are the team with turbo tabs
Yeah,
on.
the Turtleneck team.
Yeah, I
that
think
they
it's
would start
because.
defending.
I think we're gonna be doing interviews soon.
I think it depends. I guess it's like ABBA. Well, what is it? I think they called it ABBA. Attack, defend, attack.
Yeah.
And it's just a best of one, so I guess that doesn't matter.
Yep.
All right, this best of one. So maybe luckily for you, or there's no more gravel pit action.
Oh, what more gravel pit action? I was happy with that. That was actually quite exciting. Gravel
Yeah,
pit.
it was. It's a really good map.
Some would say it deserves to be back into the ETF 12 Season 28 map pool.
Same.
Yeah, I think it would make for some really interesting games.
Yeah. But I mean, these guys made it interesting. So just imagine what skilled gamers could do.
Yeah, the top level prem. Yeah, it would be interesting.
Apparently, we're having interviews. So
Let's do interviews.
Let's just link all the channels. I'm just gonna link the channels.
I don't really have any questions I could ask.
I am
All right,
blind.
hi guys. We've,
Hey!
Oh, hello.
Oh, man.
Hello.
we've
It's
linked
the
everyone.
teams.
Hi!
Hello.
We're here for
Gem.
interviews. So do you have any questions for us?
Who picked
How was
these
the match?
maps?
The
viewers.
viewers.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah. Why?
Because whose idea was it?
It worked out for the show match between Slowpander. Yeah.
No, I played in that, and that was the worst thing ever.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so
questions.
how do the
answers.
producer people feel that they're finally audible on stream?
I have a
really-
voice. Yeah.
What was the
scared to talk.
mood? What was the mood going into this game? How were you in mood? Did you guys prepare for this? Did you warm up?
We had a
Jovial
couple
was the mood.
scrims actually. The turtlenecks
Yeah.
themselves. We really wanted to shine this, and as you can see, our
Tryhards.
results match our efforts pre-game.
They
I
had
see.
map talks on Gravel Pit. Everyone went spec.
What was your best map? Was it Gravel Pit? No, like what was your favourite map to play though out of today's? Was it Gravel
Honestly, Frey.
Great. Yeah.
Pit? Please say
nice.
Gravel Pit.
Yeah.
Gravel pit.
We expected a lot more trains.
Yeah, we were disappointed with the amount of trains deaths.
Wait, you have died to the train once.
Yeah,
I died to the train.
I've got 5 train deaths in total. We guessed. Alba guessed 16. I guessed 12. Hiipfire guessed
wow.
26.
I like the guess, Alba. I
Yeah.
like.
So yeah, my guess won.
We need to make
Um,
them faster.
Oh wait,
Definitely.
we didn't have the drops from Gravel Pit. I need to check the drops. So we had
0.
There were like none.
Oh my goodness. Does that mean that I win? No, Alba wins that.
Congratulations, Reject. You've won.
No,
haven't
I won.
Yeah,
I
Alba
won.
won.
Oh, the non-reject won. Congratulations.
Thank you. So on Freight we saw a lot of drops. What was different on Freight? Was it just a longer game? Was it
Everyone
some-
jumped away when I had crits. We wanted to go aggressive, and then there was no one there to crits on, or there was a scout suddenly behind. And yeah, you can pop or drop, and for a crits it doesn't matter that much for the logs, right?
Yeah, it still shows up in the logs, which is funny. But you could also see that you popped crits 9 times. Henny was a bit more versatile. Well, what was the plan behind the quick fix, Henny?
Was trying to jump me from the pipe, but none of the soldiers managed to do so.
No, we're terrible.
Oh, we used it to cap last, or tried to cap last on gravel pit at least. It worked, right? We had cap time.
Did you guys have as much fun playing as I had casting?
I think we had more fun.
Probably lots more.
Probably
Definitely.
more.
Also see, Peter, you were hogging a lot of heals. You were staying on the almost 40% on each map.
Yeah, like when I was not
I'm sure
getting
I saw
healed, I was
48
complaining
or
that I was
someone.
not getting healed. So
Were you
He's a
influenced
tank.
by Sebosai? Hogging the 50% heals?
no, it was just all ego, to be honest. I didn't really look up to anyone. I just wanted all the heals.
Fair enough.
You know.
We also see Noose eating a lot of heals. Especially on Turbine, Noose had 48% heals as a demo man.
Only 48. I think I called it was 90 plus, but I failed.
Yeah,
Turbine's a great map, you know.
definitely.
Very familiar with a lot of people playing just now.
Yeah.
I think I've played it
Top
once
map.
before.
I think we had Turbo. He was our strat talker. The veteran.
Who said that?
Veteran
Yeah,
player.
I noticed there was some on gravel pit. There was actually quite a bit of fresh. Well, I say fresh. Some old tactics that I remember. the sticky traps on A,
Yeah.
and deading as soon as someone started capping. The spawn camping on the right side when Henny tried to make the jump and failed multiple times, which would have been amazing if it had happened as well. And the crit sticky, who's it? It
Main
was yeah. When you're attacking, that was so close.
Oh, really? Was it?
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was close to getting the engineer.
That's perfect. That's the idea, is get the NG or get the med.
It was.
I've only hit that shot once before, and
It
it was
was
on...
actually my butthole did pucker up quite a
Was
bit,
it-
so
was
it
it
was
the
actually
first-
kind of close.
Was it the first sticky or the second sticky?
The first sticky.
Oh,
The
right.
second,
Yeah, second sticky was short.
was like short.
I must have
yeah.
missed the first sticky because I remember looking at the second sticky and it was a whiff. Didn't
Yeah.
even go over the base.
It was. Yeah, it was very close. I almost died. I did die.
I've actually got a question for the casters. Who got the most bullying out of everybody tonight? Who do you think
War.
did the worst embarrassing job?
What do you mean, like bullying you guys or bullying
Yeah.
each other? Oh,
Which player got shit talked the most?
Gem.
Wow.
Nice, thanks.
That's right.
Okay, I
I
can sleep
don't
at
know
night
if
now.
it's,
Thank you.
I think I pounded.
That doesn't matter.
I give Henny a lot of
But,
credit.
you know, if you're bullying someone, it doesn't matter if they do anything good. You're just bullying them. You're trying to make them cry. And if you
Bullying.
watch this VOD, you will cry. Damn it. So yeah, it was Gem.
I liked Freight. I think I'm the only person.
That's
was
great.
very
It's a
fun.
fun map.
Yeah, I liked it. That was fun.
I like Freight mid.
I,
I think I prefer Freight than Gravel Pit, to be honest.
the only part
Yeah.
I enjoyed, I'll be honest, was Gravel Pit. Turbine was a mess.
You've got all
because
those.
Yeah.
We needed a map warm up.
my HUDs weren't. Well, my HUD wasn't working, so I had no idea where the intel was at any point. It was just like all I could go by was trying to chase players around or see if they had or when the score went up. Fright was just it was Fright. I was expecting more train frags, but Gravel Pit was actually fun to watch.
Yeah, Gravel Pit was definitely interesting.
So please put Gravel Pit in next season, admins. Thank you.
I agree.
It'll
We
end.
should have another
Yes.
GP at LAN, shouldn't we?
Yeah, it should. Just maybe some LAN coming in the future.
Yeah, GP was at I-46.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a DreamHack
That was the
summer.
best series the game ever saw.
It wasn't played at DreamHack Summer, but it was in the map.
Yeah, it was there.
That's what matters. If it's there in spirit,
It was just as good as Reckoner at I-58.
you can say that we tried. Was Reckoner even played then?
No, that's the joke.
Not on stream.
Was not
It
even
was-
on the group
Battle.
stages. I know
It
it,
was-
wasn't streamed.
It was played between Zenix and one of the
Yeah.
the open group.
Yeah, but
teams,
not
I
on
think.
stream. It was ever
No,
shown.
no.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm out of questions. because I didn't even think we were doing interviews.
I wouldn't really call this an interview. It's like a casual chat.
Attention seeking.
Exactly.
Who did
Please
everyone...
check out my website, hiipfire.com.
Wait, who did everyone predict to win the international? Didn't get it right.
I predicted OG.
I predicted Liquid.
No. If
I
it was any,
predicted the
should have
team
been
that had
DP.
Jirax on it.
I predicted Liquid, and I won it.
Oh, is that why you brought it up?
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, although I did predict them to go all the way through the upper bracket, not the lower bracket.
Well,
That
didn't
makes
really
me
work
sad a
out that
bit.
way, did it?
No, but my final team still won, and I got 2,500 points.
I'm glad Liquid won.
Yeah, so am I. It was
All
really.
right, let's not keep
was
talking
really good.
about this other game.
This
Let's,
isn't-
Yeah, let's talk about
let's just go-
I61. Who's
let's go.
excited for I61?
I61.
Yeah, we were debating whether the production would be at the same skill level as the gameplay. Would you guys agree or disagree?
I suppose what we can figure out from this is that me and Oshi don't know what we're doing and shouldn't admin the tournament, really.
That's
Yeah,
good.
they picked wrong maps. They shouldn't be admins.
Well, they didn't pick it. They, let the people decide, which is the
don't
biggest
do
mistake
that
you could
on
ever
LAN.
do.
Yeah.
It was,
No
Yeah.
pick ban phase in the finals,
Yeah,
just set maps.
Yeah, grand finals. It's chat vote.
I thought there
And
was
it's going to end up with 3 rounds of Dust Bowl.
And then some Saxton Hill.
Yeah.
It's been leaked, guys.
Deep root keep. Final map.
Trick stabs only.
Yeah.
Manpower.
MVM speedruns.
What even has manpower?
Or the what is it? There's the Slenderman mode. It'll be that as well.
Slender Fortress.
No.
Yeah. The classic.
Oh
We
no.
need to tap into that large TF2 market that's out there.
Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta consult the stats from John.
Yeah. I've got nothing else to say.
We're gonna do shout outs.
Oh man.
Is there anyone who actually wants to give shout outs after whatever this
I
was?
want to give a shout out to myself because it was my birthday yesterday. Feels birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Now that's attention seeking.
Birthday.
Any other actual legitimate shout outs people want to give?
Saying it was
Shout
a
out to
birthday is a
Captain
legitimate one.
7 Slow Die.
No, I mean other legitimate ones.
Oh,
Okay, production
You
finally
need to
get a
listen
shout
to
out.
them.
Shout out to production, yeah.
I
Shout
do
out
have a
to
shout out.
shout out to Eames and Perry in the GF Mumble.
Shoutouts to Hiipfire choosing to cast instead of play.
I didn't choose to. Henny told me to cast. I was just in a mumble, and Henny was
Right.
just like, "Hiipfire, you're casting Sunday." I'm like,
Hip-
"Huh? What is it? What is
Hiipfire-
Sunday?"
Hiipfire didn't even speak throughout the entire cast.
This is pretty accurate, yeah.
He hardly contributed. It was just me and Alba.
Well, I'm contributing now.
Every
so
time,
you're
I
gonna
think
have to
the
deal
only
with it.
contribution Hiipfire had was to say that French trains were good.
Which was true. Hey, was it true?
It was true.
Hey,
but,
how many things did you contribute that in fact were not true?
Hardly anything. I gave
Everything.
interesting facts about
Everything.
Shamu the whale. I gave interesting facts about the fast hyperloop magnetic train that they were making that goes up to 1,000 kilometers an hour with up to 5,000 miles
All
per
right,
hour.
let's just move on. So, other shoutouts?
Shout out to Alba and Warren and Hiipfire, I guess, for casting this.
Not
And
Hiipfire.
whoever was on, yeah, not Hiipfire, he didn't
John
do
for
anything.
production.
And John,
And John for production.
Shout out to my rec post. Pick me up. Thank you.
Yeah, me too, LFT.
I think we should shout out Kermit for carrying our team as well.
Yeah,
I agree.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the Castle of Evil.
Shoutouts to North America.
All right. I guess that's probably everything. Yeah? Yes? Okay. All right. Well, then for ending shoutouts, don't forget to check out twitter.com/essentials.tf. Follow on Twitch. Check out the site itself, Essentials.TF. I don't think there's too much on it at this point, but bookmark it for when it actually does have stuff on it. And don't forget to follow the channel because this channel is going to have I61. So
Have we shouted out Wolf Machina?
No, we have not.
We can do
Wolf.
again.
Shout out to
Wolf
Wolf.
Machina.
Yep.
Wolf Machina, the boy.
Machina.
Yes. And I think that's basically it. I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.